For one group of New Yorkers, the St. Patrick's concert at the Irish Arts Center kicks off their special holiday. It's time to be proud of their Irish roots and their sexuality.
Bounce, bounce, bounce.
When I left Ireland in 1984, it was a criminal offence to be gay. I was so ashamed and afraid and terrified that anybody would find out. The society had taught me well to be ashamed of who I was and that my kind were not welcome. So it was so liberating to come to New York. My name is Faye, and I have the delight of being the founder of the St. Pat's for All Parade.
The St. Pat's for All Parade takes place before March 17th. It happens miles from the iconic River of Green that flows down Fifth Avenue every year on that day, since before the American Revolution. Before the past 2 decades, that event has been plagued with controversy because people like Faye, who want to represent both their Irish and LGBT identity, are forbidden to do so.
For many years, those of us who were Irish LGBT immigrants really just wanted to be part of Irish community celebrations. And I think that's completely natural. That's what parades are. They're cultural celebrations.
LGBT groups protested for years at the parade, to no avail.
Everyone is Irish on St. Patrick's Day, or so the saying goes. But at today's New York City parade, gays were pointedly unwelcome.
In 1993, after 3 years of petitioning to march, Faye and his fellow protesters decided to move off the sidelines and into the parade ranks to march themselves.
About 500 ILGO members gathered at 42nd Street at 9 o'clock, but they only got as far as 43rd.
Over 200 were arrested, including Faye.
I'm walking over towards the demonstrators now. Maybe you can listen for a minute.
Many people look back on that day and remember the hate and the jeers. But I have to say, for me, it was also a moment of liberation. It was the first day I was actually out as a gay man in the Irish community.
That day also sparked a new tradition, the St. Pat's for All Parade. In 1999, Faye and other activists started a parade in Queens that welcomed everyone, regardless of sexual orientation. St. Pat's for All Parade co-chair Kathleen Walsh-Darcy has fond memories of marching in that other parade down Fifth Avenue.
I marched in that parade every year from the time I could walk with my parents, and I love the parade. But unfortunately, they're not allowing or even having a dialogue with the gay community. Just changed everything for many people, including myself. I can't march in the parade. And Christine Quinn, who's our speaker in New York, can't march in the parade.
Technically, both women can march as individuals, but not in support of LGBT rights, so they choose not to. Walsh-Darcy is straight, City Council Speaker Christine Quinn is openly gay, and might be New York City's next mayor. For Quinn, who's been arrested while fighting for her right to march, St. Pat's for All is a step in the right direction.
Although we have made enormous progress, we are not done. Although we'll walk proudly today on Skillman, we will not march on Fifth Avenue on St. Patrick's Day. That is an effort we still need to bring to full fruition.
14 years in, the parade that was once created for outcasts brings the city's most powerful leaders to Sunnyside, Queens.
This is a wonderful day. It's a parade for everyone. It is celebrated in the most diverse borough in the city, as it should be.
There are less of them in recent years, but small groups of protesters still gather on the parade route.
This parade is a betrayal of St. Patrick. This parade is being used as an excuse. It's a wedge for the homosexual agenda, obviously. There's nothing to do with it.
They're only down to 1 or 2, you know? But it pains me that children who bring their music and their joy and a certain innocence have to see adults who hold these signs that are nothing but an expression of their hardened, prejudiced hearts.
Faye's activism takes a different route the other 364 days of the years, from New York due north.
It was in the summer of 2003 that civil marriage was extended to same-sex couples in Canada. And Canada's marriage law is very unique because there was no residence requirement. That means couples could cross the border, and I began this project.
Faye has literally led the way for hundreds of couples to tie the knot through the Civil Marriage Trail Project. One of Faye's many brides, Edie Windsor, took the stage at Friday night's concert to sing his praises.
Everything that has happened to make me so famous at the moment is caused by Brendan Faye.
I told the judge that I've been working with in Toronto, Justice Harvey Brown's son. I said, there's this wonderful couple, Edie Windsor and Thea Spire. I'm trying to arrange their wedding, and as he always did before with every other couple, he said yes.
After Windsor's wife died in 2009, she was charged $363,000 in estate taxes on her inheritance, taxes a heterosexual widow wouldn't face. Windsor contacted LGBT groups for help, but they turned her away. With Faye's help, she found a lawyer, and the Supreme Court will hear her case later this month.
When I first saw the brief that said Edie Windsor versus United States of America, I said, no, blame him, not me.
Think about it. This little woman taking on the US government.
And for Faye, the time to fight injustice is always now.
When are we not ready to undo prejudice or inequality for any child, for any elderly person? It's always time for equality, whether it's in a cultural parade or in a marriage bureau.